Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, hi. We're a week away from Christmas. Actually, it's less than that. It's like, I don't know, 5 days to Christmas? Could that be true? It's true because the calendar says it is. And yeah, so Christmas is here, and the new year is upon us. And I'm determined to finish the year strong. I am determined to say goodbye to 2020, pumped as best as I possibly can. I am determined to go out of 2020 into the holidays, pumped up, full of love, full of peace, as much joy as I can muster. That is my intention. And that's why I'm live to say hi to you, because I want to wish you a happy holiday season. Even though it's been a crazy year, and it's not, it's not the happiest year for a lot of people. My heart goes out to everybody who is having a difficult time. There's so many people who are struggling right now. COVID has taken a huge toll. There's a lot of loss, and my heart goes out to everybody who's not going to have a happy holiday. It's not going to be that way. It's just my wish for you, for yours, for your community, for all of you, is that it is a good one. That there's some joy for you all. And I'm all dressed up for the occasion. I had to put on my Santa hat because, that's the thing to do. I got my candy cane hula hoop. Thank you so much. Thank you for the Merry Christmas wishes. I really appreciate that. Hello. I haven't broadcasted in like a couple 3 weeks. Things have been really hectic, really busy, and it's been a real challenge to try to meet all the demands of my schedule. But I've been thinking about you all, so I wanted you to know that. Thank you so much for the Christmas wishes. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me, all of you. Chuck, Diesel, Joseph, David, Melt, Sean, Jonathan, all of you, thank you so much. So I spend time thinking about what's good, what I appreciate, and a lot of times my workouts provide, hey Don, nice to see you, Donald. A lot of times my workouts provide sort of like this mental cleansing for me. So if you don't mind, I'm just going to use my candy cane hula hoop here for a minute. That didn't work out very well. Okay, first you got to get the furniture out of the way. Let's try that again. Ready? Okay, there we go. I'm still hitting furniture. One of my challenges is that I'm working out in the home gym garage. Still got it. One of my challenges is that I'm still working out in my home gym garage next to my washing machine. And so the space is tight. So I have to be very creative, and I have to move things around all the time. So half of my workout includes moving furniture around. Yeah. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You do what you have to do, right? That's what we all do. You're doing your workout on the patio. That's awesome. Hey, Brandon. Hey. So I'm determined. Elizabeth, it's so nice to see you. By the way, Elizabeth, my mother made coquito, and I was thinking about you yesterday when I was having the coquito. So I started off by saying that I'm determined to end this year, to go into the holidays this week. And I've actually been doing this strong and getting my workouts in. It's been a real struggle. A couple weeks ago, I started to have a little bit of a problem with some tendonitis in my elbow. Don't start the violins. I'm not looking for pity. I started to have a little bit of a problem with a little bit of tendonitis in my elbow. This is what happens with repetition, which is required for success. You know, our joints, our connective tissue, our muscles, our bones, they wear over time as we age, but that doesn't mean you stop. I'm having a little bit of trouble with tendonitis, and so I ordered a sleeve to put some pressure. I looked it up. I know I got to rest a little bit. And what I'm doing is I'm modifying my workouts, my range of motion. Like today, I was doing shoulders. I have to modify my wrist position, my hand position, so that I can continue to get my workout in and I don't have to stop. That's what I've been dealing with here for the last couple of weeks. Hi, Rex. Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. You're a birthday baby. You're a Christmas baby. Happy birthday, Rex. Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you. So today I did some shoulders, and to work around the problem with the tendonitis, and they also call it tennis elbow. I don't play tennis. All I did was I dropped the weight, modified my hand position so that I can continue to do my presses. Then I did some laterals. That felt pretty good. Then I did some bent over lateral raises, doing giant sets. Then I did some upright rows, followed by some shrugs for a decent shoulder workout. Not as heavy as I like because I'm dealing with the elbow situation, but that's okay. As long as I can find a way to make the modifications that I need. You're not getting older, Rex, you're getting wiser. Amen to that. You're leveling up. That's how I see age. You know, like when you play those video games, right? Those video games and you level up. That's what aging is. It's leveling up, right? You just get better at what you do, better understanding, better mechanics, and you age up. So you level up. That's how we look at it around here. So Leo, you're right, Leo. So here's the thing with injuries, and they happen. It's a part of training. Wear and tear is a part of life. We do damage as we age. It just works that way. But where we can make repairs, we do that. And where we can make changes, we do that. The idea for me is not to let injury, let me adjust this 1 second. Is not to let injury distract me from continuing to move forward. Yes, sometimes you got to take 2 weeks off. Sometimes you got to take longer. And there's things you can't do. So in my case, if the elbow gets to the point where I can't do anything with my upper body, I will get my leg workouts in. I will do my cardio. It's all about what can I do and not focusing what I can't do. Because that's debilitating. Sometimes things stop us, and then we get so caught up thinking about what we can't do that we forget about the myriad of possibilities of all the other things that we can do in the interim. You know what I mean? So that's kind of my mindset, you know. So that's what I'm doing with the tennis elbow situation that I'm dealing with. Jared, you just turned 40 in April. Still doing your best to better yourself. Exactly. Exactly. To continue to grow every single day on some level. Right? Yeah. Yes, thank you for that, because I'll remember that, and you know, that whole thing goes around. And so making the best of whatever situation, and you know, I got the elbowitis. Some of you might have something else going on. I don't know, we all have something. And I even, to try to make my little workout space more festive. Happy holidays, Turan! I even have my little Christmas tree. You see my Charlie Brown Christmas tree? Let me show you. Can you see? Because my space is so small, I couldn't put a regular Christmas tree. So, but I do have my Charlie Brown Christmas tree. Right? Look, you got it. You got to do it. You got to find a way. Where's the joy? Right? Where's the joy? Sometimes it's hard to find it, but I got my little Charlie Brown Christmas tree, and it sits right on top of my washing machine. And continuing to get the workouts in is the agenda. We all, oh, so true, so true. So today I did shoulder work. Tomorrow I'm going to train my arms, see what's going on with the elbows, and then I start all over again, fresh week with back. Tomorrow arms, today was shoulders, arms tomorrow. Got to keep those arms going. Right now the elbow feels good. But it creeps up. It creeps up. Yeah. Biceps. Here's a bicep flex for added motivation. Added motivation. I missed the Charlie Brown Christmas special. I missed it. I don't know how I did that. I missed it. Thank you. Hi, Lucas. Who else do we have? We have Diesel here. Taran, Gregory. Nice to see you. And for the people that are celebrating Hanukkah, happy Hanukkah. And Kwanzaa's coming up too. And whatever you celebrate, and if you don't celebrate any of the holidays, that's cool too. Celebrate a workout. That you have to do. Bringing the biceps back. The Miami Dolphins. How about the fact that the Olympia came back, the Ms. Olympia came back to the Olympia stage this week. This past weekend, yesterday and on Friday, women's bodybuilding was brought back to the Olympia stage, thanks to Jake Wood and Wings of Strength and their incredible team. I was so happy to see that. I did not get to go to the event, but I was so happy to see that they had a successful event and some incredible champions competing this weekend. And just bravo to everybody and everybody who worked so hard to compete this weekend. All champions on that stage. If you're on the Olympia stage, you are one of the best in the world. You are an incredible champion. So my hat's off. My hat's off to everybody who competed at the Olympia weekend this past weekend. Incredible. Thank you for asking, Lucas. My weekend is going really well. Super busy. Today I did my shoulder workout, and I didn't want another week to pass without saying hello, without wishing you all happy holidays and touching base with you and sharing some pump. What's Jared? I love that you guys are having a conversation between you. Happy birthday, Emmanuel. A lot of birthdays. A happy birthday to you. Wishing you a wonderful year, too. Rex's birthday is next week. I have some other friends who are Christmas Day birthdays. And I don't know, many of you are going to spend a quiet holiday. I'm going to spend a very quiet holiday. I'm not going to do the family get together due to COVID. We're going to be very careful. And so it's going to be a very quiet Christmas. And I don't know if what you all have planned for your Christmas. I'm actually curious about that. This year, Wonder Woman is going to be showing on HBO, and I'm going to spend Christmas Day watching Wonder Woman. And I'm actually going to dress up in my Wonder Woman costume, and I'm going to watch Wonder Woman. That's what I'm doing for Christmas Day. So, and I might just have to post it on YouTube. I don't know, because it's Christmas. And watching Wonder Woman, I can't wait. You're going to spend it at the gym? That's a great idea. I'm going to get a workout in too. And then I'm going to watch Wonder Woman in my Wonder Woman costume. Thank you, Gregory. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you, my Osric. I hope I said that right. So, spending with your family. That's awesome. That's fantastic. Hey, Cheesy. I'm super excited about Wonder Woman 1984. I'm excited about all of it. The initial reviews on it look really, really good. I think it's exciting. I want to see all the women athletes. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm totally looking forward to it. That's what I'm doing Christmas Day. And Christmas Eve, I'm going to have some coquito and pasteles and some Puerto Rican food that my mother's going to cook up. And you know what I was thinking about doing was just going and caroling. I was thinking if I had a better voice, I would go old school and I would go stop at my family's and friends' house and just stand outside and sing to them. Like carolers used to do. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Right? But I'm afraid that they won't open their door because I sing so poorly that they just think it's a crazy person. I'm going to embarrass them and the whole family, and so I'm probably not going to do that. But I thought it was a really good idea. People used to go door to door caroling. This might be a really good opportunity to go old school, and if you have a good singing voice, you could go caroling, and then you could do the whole COVID thing, protect everybody, and still let them know that you love them by singing them. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry... So I won't do that to you anymore. But these are the kinds of things that go through my head. Right? Why not? Feliz Navidad. I'm gonna leave that one to Elizabeth. I'm gonna leave that one to Elizabeth. Thank you. That's very kind. That's very kind. So somebody wants to know what my take on the Miss Olympia is. Is that a question? I'm gonna take a look at your questions now instead of just rattling on. My take on the Miss Olympia, I think, is one of the questions posed. I think the Miss Olympia is filled with exceptional women athletes. And having competed at the Miss Olympia, having had the great privilege of competing at the Miss Olympia twice, and prepared for it, I know how much work goes into preparing for the Miss Olympia. So when I look at all of the athletes who compete, I am in awe. It takes me back to my prep days for competitions. And I am in awe at the amount of work. I cannot help but think about the work that goes into preparing for a competition like that. And any competition takes a tremendous amount of work. And so I just, to me, it's awe-inspiring, you know? And I remember how much I loved being on stage, doing my posing routine, doing the comparisons, competing, how much I loved bodybuilding. And so my hope is that they're enjoying every second on that stage. And from what I could tell, the women who were competing in the women's bodybuilding, because it hasn't been on the stage for, what, a decade, were having the time of their lives, and they should. They're enjoying every minute. And so that's what I think about when I see them, because I've been there. I know what it's like. I know what it's like to get there, and I know what it's like to be on that stage. And it's, you know, it's a once-in-a-lifetime thing for many, for the people that get there. I love female bodybuilding too. So there's a question about Yaksani retire. I don't know if Yaksani's retiring. I didn't see anything about that. You know, Yaksani took many years off and then came back this year, and she looked incredible. So I don't know. Should she retire? She probably doesn't have to. But I don't know the answer to that. She looked incredible. When I saw her last year at the Olympia event that they had at the in Las Vegas, she looked incredible. I was excited when she said that she was thinking about competing again. And it's just that it brings a lot of excitement to the sport to have veterans showing what you can do with your body if you are an athlete who has what it takes to train like that, you know? So I just, my hat's off to her for getting back on stage. Incredible. Have I thought about competing at the Olympia or the Arnold? Okay, so have I thought about competing? The answer is yes. But when I think about competing, I go down memory lane and I think about how much I loved it. To get ready for a competition again, I don't see that happening for me. Now I'm cheering other people. I'm the person cheering other people on and getting inspired by what they do. So me competing again, I don't see that. I'm competing in different ways. Hi from the UK, North Wales. Nice to see you. Russia, wow. Hello, Matt. Thank you for joining me. Hi, Ivan. Hi, Jay. So you're saying women are getting the same respect that men, here's the question. So you're saying women are getting the same respect that men bodybuilders get, are not there yet. I don't understand your question, Jay. So you're saying women are getting the same respect that men bodybuilders get, not there yet. I guess that depends on who women bodybuild. By putting the women bodybuilders back on the Olympia stage, you're putting them right back where they belong. That's what I'm saying. They always belong on the Olympia stage. Women's bodybuilding, the category, always belonged on that stage because it's bodybuilding. So yes, they are where they belong and where they should always be. That's what I think. It's like an Olympic sport. Men and women are competing in Olympic sports. So yeah, women bodybuilding should also be competing on the top stages. And I think in some cases there are only women shows, perhaps. But in this case, it's a men's and women's competition, and so all the categories should be represented. The origin of the sport is bodybuilding. So yes, women should be there, and I'm glad they're back. I'm not running. I hate running. I should be running. I should be doing some level of running because I trained for 5 weeks to run. I got my endurance up and my stamina up. I got from 2 minutes of running to like 56 minutes of running, and then as soon as I finished doing my fundraising for St. Jude, I stopped. And I shouldn't have stopped. But running tends to be very catabolic. And so I want to maintain my lean body mass. Does that sound like an excuse? It might be an excuse. It does sound like an excuse, right? I'm just making excuses because I hate running. I only run for St. Jude. And it's good for me to run. It is, because it's good for me to change it up. It's really, really good to change up your training. Right now I'm doing the cardio on my stepper and I do walks. But it is very good for me to run, even if I do it once a week. And I'm actually curious about whether or not, thank you so much, Rex. Thank you very, very much for that. I appreciate that, that sponsorship. I lost my train of thought. I was making excuses about running, which I love to do. Hi, Anton. The hydraulic jack? The hydraulic jack is here? The hydraulic jack, Anton. One of the great power lifters, bench pressers in the world, Anton Kraft, is actually hanging out right now. So everybody say hi to Anton. Hi, James and Sky. Hi, Ty. Hi, Martin. Thank you all for joining me. I really appreciate you giving me your time. Shoveling, okay. Hey, Ron. Shoveling snow. Okay, now there's an example of why weightlifting and strength training is so important, right? Because if you have to shovel snow, it's going to be a lot easier on you if you strength train year round, right? Yeah, so I bet, Ron, I bet it felt good, and it's also hard work shoveling snow, depending on how much snow you get. Another reason why strength training is so important, you know that I have my setup here today. It does feel good, doesn't it? It feels good to be physically active. Sometimes you don't feel like it. Sometimes I'm not in the mood to come into the gym and do my workout. Sometimes the motivation is not there, and I have to have a conversation with myself, and I have to tell myself, okay, you just got to get moving. You have to practice what you preach, and you have to push through the laziness or the lack of motivation, and you have to make it happen. I have these conversations with myself all the time. Anybody who thinks that, oh, I need to plug in. Anybody who thinks, can I have a plug? Can I? My phone, it's like, I talk too much. Anybody who thinks that I have this endless source of motivation, that I don't have my days where I'm not motivated and I don't want to do it and I don't feel, that's false. Everybody goes through their ups and downs. Sometimes you're more motivated than others. What I've learned is that once I get moving and I push the, I don't know, the sluggishness, the laziness out of my mind, once I get moving, I feel better. My energy levels go up. And then I stay motivated. Once I get motivated to do the workout, I stay motivated for the rest of the day. And sometimes getting motivated is a daily struggle. Sometimes it's a daily struggle. For anybody who's been, yes, so you know that, Steve, you know what I'm talking, sometimes it's, I think there are people that think that it's easier for me or any other person who is committed to their fitness-related goals, longevity and their wellness. It's not. It's a struggle. And if things are stressful around life, whatever, the struggle is real. I've learned to laugh at the struggle and move past it. Little techniques. And sometimes I'll complain because, you know, complaining, I don't know, feels better sometimes. But I'm built for speed. Distance is not for me. I think I'm pretty slow too, but I do have to tell you, I do appreciate your encouragement in that regard. Okay, I'm gonna plug my phone in before it dies. So, thank you for the encouragement, Cheesy. I do appreciate that. It took me almost an hour to do 3.2 miles of running. And there were people who were walking faster than I was running. That's how slow I am. No problem. No, it isn't. No, I'm good with it. When I realize I'm really slow, I think about that fairy tale or the story about the hare and the tortoise, right? The turtle. The hare was really fast and the turtle ends up winning in the end. So there is that. These are the things I tell myself. Thank you, Mighty Mo. I appreciate that sponsorship. All of you, thank you so much. Okay, so you've been focused on lifting heavier, less reps, more sets. Thank you, Mo. I appreciate that. So I have been forced to lighten up my weight because of the tendonitis in my elbow. And it really irks me that I'm dealing with tendonitis. It just came up all of a sudden. So I've been forced to lighten up. So I'm training lighter than I want to. Like right now, I'm just using 10-pound dumbbells, and this is a series of exercises that I did today. I just did giant sets so I could get a pump in my delts, anterior, posterior, and lateral head of my delts. But I'm happy that I could do something, and that's all that matters. Recognizing that my body is going to send me signals all the time. My body is letting me know what it can and cannot do, what I should and should not do, and listen to my body, and then I make changes accordingly. Sometimes rest is the answer. But today I got a pretty good shoulder workout. This is the rear delt that I'm working, just a bent over lateral raise. And it feels good. I'm not having a problem with my elbow. I got a pretty nice pump on that too. See the rear delt. And then the last exercise I did was an upright row with dumbbells. For anybody who's interested. And that feels good. It always feels good. So for today's shoulder workout, working around the tendonitis, I did presses. I did a giant set. I did lateral raises. That felt good. Then I did a bent over lateral raise for rear delt. And then I did upright rows with dumbbells. The whole time, testing the elbow, making sure it felt good. And then, because I'm a multitasker, I'm always multitasking because time is a little bit of an issue for me. I was playing with my hula hoop. So in my rest period, for those of you who may have missed it, because you know, this is really all about motivation here. I'll lift you up just a little bit here. So in between my shoulders and my flexing, because after I do my set, I like to flex the muscle group that I'm working. That's how I train. And then I tend to stretch the muscle group that I'm working. Do my sets, do my flex, do my stretches. Then I have 60 seconds to kill. So I'll do a set of abdominals. Sorry. Ready? I'm going to hit something. You know I'm going to hit something, right? Then, in between my lifting, I do my abdominals. Sometimes it's crunches. Sometimes it's the hula hoop. Today, I used the hula hoop because it reminded me of a candy cane. And I was able to work my core. Woo! So it goes down to the hip, and it just kind of gets faster. Woo! That feels good. So, you dropped the hula hoop too? Thank you so much, Taran, for the sponsorship. I appreciate it. Thank you. So I worked shoulders today, and then in between, I did some ab work with the hula hoop and some crunches to get the abs in. And I'm sort of multitasking all the time. Still getting a really good workout. And there's a side chest pose for you, Rex. It shows the delts. The chest pose is really good for showing the development in the shoulder when you're posing as a bodybuilder on stage. Side chest also shows the shoulder development. So it's a side chest delt pose. Push-ups. Push-ups? How am I going to show you push-ups? Okay, here, wait. Push-ups. I do push-ups, especially that I'm in the home gym and I'm limited. Not super limited because I have dumbbells, I have my bench. But if you are home, see how the elbow responds. If you're home and you don't have any equipment, you can use your body. You can use surfaces. And in this case, I'm using the bench so I can stay high enough to show you that I'm doing push-ups. You know what I really need to do, and that's working the shoulders a little bit, and it's work the triceps, and it's working the chest. It's great for chest. So that worked for you? And then, so I was talking about multitasking, right? So when I do my weightlifting, I usually wait 60 to 90 seconds in between sets, right? So I have a rest period of about a minute and a half in between my sets before I go again. I don't waste that minute. I don't waste that 90 seconds. I will get on the bench and I'll do some knee-ins and get an abdominal workout in at the same time that I'm doing whatever other muscle group, and today it was shoulders. So I do shoulder work, and then I bang out 30 repetitions of knee-ins for my abdominals. So I'm always multitasking because I want to be efficient with my time. Time is critical. So that's how I train. I don't separate my abdominals for a separate workout. I work them in between my weightlifting sessions. So I get them in. I don't really have to think about them too much. It's not like, oh, today's ab day. I just work them in to my other workouts and I get them done. I can do them 3 times a week without even thinking about it. That makes sense? So that's how I do it. And I could do, sometimes I do abs every single day. Get a little bit, because you're strengthening your core. And for anybody who has back problems, and I do, I have scoliosis, so I have curved spine. I'm always dealing with lower back issues. Strengthening your core and your abdominals is really, really important to also having a strong back. All of this, you want to make sure all of it is strong. All right, so if you're having back issues, you want to make sure that you start working on your abdominals because that's the front end. That's part of what stabilizes you. You don't have to put a lot of pressure on your lower back if your core, if your abdominals are strong, okay? That makes sense? How do I keep my buns firm? Squats, lunges, 45-degree leg presses, hamstring work, sumo squats. There's so many variations on squats. I'm gonna have to do a leg workout live broadcast for you so that I can show you what I do while I'm here at home for my leg workout, okay? And then I can show you how I end up with nice buns, as quote unquote, as you see them. Hi, Yuri. Hope I said that right. Hi, Max. You know a girl who can do push-ups with 70 pounds on her back? 70 pounds? That's a small child. 70 pounds on my back. I've never done push-ups with 70 pounds on my back. So the answer to that is, I don't know. The answer to whether or not I could do push-ups with a small child on my back is, I don't know. But I think somebody... Okay. How's that? Is that working? Okay. So, it is my intention to log in today and wish you a wonderful holiday season, a very Merry Christmas, and I pray a really good new year for all of us, because this has been one hell of a year. And to help you stay motivated to work out and take care of yourself so that you could then also maybe inspire other people and take care of them too, right? That's why I got my Santa hat on. That's why I got my Santa hat on. That's why I got the hula hoop, to share with you just basically what I'm doing. This is what's working for me. I don't know if it'll work for you. I'm certainly not the person to tell you what to do 100% or what's going to work for you, but this is what I do, what works for me. And my goal is to encourage you to do something similar. And to wish you a wonderful, wonderful holiday. And for those of you who are having a really hard time, I pray that things get better for you. My heart goes out to everybody who's having a really hard year, who's suffered really big losses this year. It's very real. I wish you health and prosperity and peace for anybody who's having a really tough holiday season, because there's plenty of people out there who are having a hard time. Yeah, and good hopes and wishes for a new year. Good, that 21 comes in and is a much better year for everyone. So I want to thank you for giving me your time, for hanging out with me today. I know it was last minute that I mentioned that I was going to be live. Thank you for jumping on. If you like my videos, then go ahead and smash the like button if you want to see more. If you don't like my videos, thank you for watching them anyway. And maybe you'll like them anyway. Like, hit the smash button even if you don't like them. And leave a comment. If you want to leave a comment, a suggestion for a follow-up live broadcast. I'm always looking for suggestions and ideas. I love to hear what you all are doing. I'm really curious because it's people from all over the world who are logging on. I love that. And if you want to see more of my videos, subscribe and ring that little bell. Ring that little bell. And thank you again for joining me. I hope to see you again next week. Until then, Merry Christmas. Stay well. Take care of yourself and take care of others. I hope Santa brings you everything you asked for. Even if you were a little naughty, because that's okay too. Okay. Thank you so much. Stay pumped.